Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joshua Tenzer. I am joined here by Peter Nasr, and Jared Greenspan will be joining us later for the second and third periods. Today is the day that the University of Michigan Wolverines not only take on Ohio State Buckeyes for the first time this season, it is also the celebration of 100 years of Michigan hockey. The Wolverines played their first game 100 years ago to the day yesterday, January 12th, 1923. They took on Wisconsin. So, Peter, if they want to get a win today, what are the keys to the game for the Wolverines?
Now, Michigan's been off for over a month. It's Michigan, Ohio State. The stakes couldn't be higher. You know the Wolverines are amped up. They're ready to go. They're ready to play a meaningful hockey game. And for the Wolverines, they just got to start out fast, in my opinion. They got to start out strong, take advantage of the momentum of this sold-out crowd. It is loud in here. It's only going to get louder as we move on. And if you do that, I think Michigan will be able to take care of business. 6 versus 8. You couldn't ask for anything better to celebrate 100 years of Michigan hockey.
Over the past 100 years, Michigan has been part of 5 different conferences. And this Big Ten might just be the deepest of them all. 7 teams in the Big Ten. 5 of them ranked in the top 20. Notre Dame has received votes. The only one to not have received any votes since the preseason polls are Wisconsin, and it doesn't look like they'll be making it to the polls anytime soon. But you may say, wow, Michigan is number 6 out of 7 in the Big Ten in terms of conference standings. That's crazy. Well, no, because Ohio State is number 8. Michigan is number 6 nationally, but Ohio State has pulled out a couple more wins. Minnesota is number 2 nationally. Penn State is number 5 nationally, 1 spot ahead of Michigan. Michigan State is 17. I mean, the teams in the Big Ten this year, this might be the deepest Big Ten we've seen in over a decade. And it looks like we're getting ready for puck drop here. Nick Granowitz will be the center, taking the face-off for the Wolverines. He loses that to Jake Wise, first-line center from the Buckeyes, and we are underway. Ohio State wheels back into their corner, and a clear towards Michigan. Bouncing puck, Portillo knocks away with his paddle into the near side boards. The University of Michigan Wolverines are skating from right to left, and Ohio State left to right. Tie up in the far side boards. The puck knocks away to behind Portillo, and number 26 in blue is ready to get the puck, send it up forwards. Philip Lapointe clears the puck to the far side corner, knocks it away, and Michigan goes for a full line change. Ohio State races up. Cole McWard. Now it's their turn to send the puck in. Portillo stops it and go for a 5-man line change. Ohio State has some fresh legs on the ice, and so does Michigan. Samoskevich trying to get the puck going at the near side blue line. Poked away, and now the puck trails all the way down to behind Portillo. Adam Fantilli, younger brother of the 2 Fantillis and also projected 2nd overall in the NHL draft, sends the puck down to behind the goal line, behind Jacob Dobesh, the Ohio State goaltender. Dobesh played amazing last year and also is the highest rated prospect in terms of goaltending for the Montreal Canadiens, rather. And Portillo covers the gliding puck, a bit of pushing and shoving between Cassidy for Ohio State, and I can't tell you who the Michigan player is until he turns his back. That's number 90. That is Jay Kiernan, one of the larger players for Michigan's defense.
And as you expect, already getting physical. Quick line changes, though, just trying to get people in the rhythm, get people in the flow, and I think you expect to see a bit of that early on here. Quick line change for both teams.
TJ Hughes, unrelated to Michigan alums Luke Hughes, not he's alum, not an alum yet, Quinn and Luke, wins the draw for the Wolverines, but Ohio State still maintains control in an errant pass. Tried to do a bank pass from the corner out to the blue line. Trickles away, but Ohio State still maintains control. Dump in around the far side boards, around the end boards. Singleton for Ohio State on the near side. Pushes the puck farther along. Michigan is there. Clear attempt stopped by Lore to the right side. Now the face-off circle on the right. Back to the point. Long shot deflected out in front. Looking for the tip-in was Stephen Halliday, number 19 on red. Blocked away, and now Gavin Brindley, possible first-round pick for Michigan, skates down the right side. Pinned into the corner boards. 2 Ohio State defenders take the puck away, send it back behind their own net, ring it around the end boards, and a send-in bounces off a Michigan player, so it's not going to be icing either way. Singleton makes it there first. Michigan controls behind the net, though. A clear is blocked in front, sent back around to the far side. Edwards is there for Michigan, pinned to the boards. 2 Michigan sticks and 2 Ohio State sticks are digging at it, and it's called a penalty, cross-checking, and it's going to be on Ohio State. No, the boos are raining down, so it's going to be on Mark Estapa, I believe. Yeah, it is Mark Estapa. 2 minutes for cross-checking early on in this game. 17:30 left.
Not the birthday present you want from Marcus Stoppa, getting in the box early here in this big rivalry game. And neither team has really had a good possession, and we'll see if Ohio State can use the power play to get that for them.
Wolverines lose the draw in the defensive zone. Long shot blocked by Portillo. He didn't know where the puck was. Luckily, it bounced all the way out to the corner. All alone is Weiss shot. It almost leaks through. Portillo didn't have it. He got just enough to stop the puck. It looked like on the goal line. He didn't know where it was. Ohio State couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Portillo doesn't have his stick, though. Ohio State still with control of the puck on the right side. Wise all on the left. The cross-ice pass deflects away. And now Halem for Michigan, racing down the right side. Tries to pull a move, can't shake his defender, and he'll send it all the way back to behind Portillo, who takes a little adventure to behind his net, slides the puck along to Pearson. Stretch pass for Granowitz. Granowitz breaks in. Ohio State defense closes in. Puck rings around the end boards. Michigan maintains control, though. Gavin Brindley remains onside, pushes the puck along. Just a little dump and chase action. Ohio State has the puck. That would be Bricky. Passes to the near side. Thiesing forward. Dunlap at the point. Skates along. Back to McWord. Shot goes wide at the point. Bricky, long shot, gloved down by Portillo, but again, his rebound control has not been great today. It bounces out of his glove. McWard over to Bricky to the right side. Gliding in, shot. Another shot that bounces off the glove and away. Wolverines have control of the puck, though. Granowitz on the near boards. Successful clear. 25 seconds remain in this power play. It's been non-stop action. OSU has had their foot on the gas this entire time. Haven't been able to capitalize on any of a plethora of opportunities. The linesman gets in the way of Ohio State, trapped there by, looks like Truscott. Either way, OSU still has the puck. 10 seconds left on the power play. McWard back to the point. Long shot looking for a deflection. Portillo goes from right to left, gets the pads on him. Samoskevich, Wolverines on a 3-on-2. Samoskevich towards the center, gets around to stop it, leaves it for Fantilli. Shot deflected out of the way. Think that was a save by Dobesh. And now Ohio State rushes right back. 2-on-2 opportunity for them. Singleton can't make any good on that opportunity as Seamus Casey on the near side pokes, checks the puck away. It'll glide over to Edwards, and that's a giveaway right away by Casey. His long pass ends up to the wrong Duke brother. There are Duke brothers on Ohio State and on Michigan. They've never been opposing each other until this exact game. Another giveaway in the far side by Michigan, still in the zone. Duke shot blocked by Fantilli. Tries to flick the puck up. Another takeaway by Duke, though. Ohio State maintaining control. Hard hit by Fantilli. Frees the puck up, but Guzzo for Ohio State from the left side sends a long shot, goes wide right, across the lip of the goal mouth. Wolverines have 3 players battling for the puck. A clear, again, possession maintained by Ohio State. Michigan's lucky to get another player on the line change, keeping those legs fresh. Dylan Duke maintains control of the puck for the Wolverines on the near side. Sends it to the far side, back to the near with McGroarty. Pushes through the blue line, sends the puck on towards goal, knocked away by Dobesh. It was just a gliding little puck, not a real shot at all. And now Ohio State back to generate some chances. Spinorama by, I think that's Trelauer. Sends the puck around. Good save made by Portillo. Ohio State has been in control for all 6 minutes of this game so far. Long seeing eye shot, can't get through traffic. Looks like Ohio State hit their own man in front. Michigan crosses center ice with control of the puck. And Keenan Draper whiffs on a slap shot at the point and leaves a chance for Ohio State. Luckily, Luke Hughes gets back. He's one of the fastest defenders Michigan has. Wise shot, that's blocked in front by Draper, and the net is off its mooring. Stoppage of play, 13:22 remaining. It remains a 0-0 game.
That was the first whistle in like 5 minutes or so. what a chaotic start, but Ohio State really took over after that power play. They got good chances. Portillo made a couple big saves, loose on the rebounds like you mentioned, but it's 8-1 in favor of the Buckeyes, and Michigan needs to settle down and take control because they, besides a couple odd-man rushes that didn't account too much, they haven't really controlled set up shop in their zone at all.
Wolverines lose this draw too. I think that might be the third out of 4 that Ohio State have won. Actually, pardon me, that's second out of 3 that they have won. Chance all alone in front, bounces off the stick of number 18 in red, Michael Gilden. And another giveaway by Michigan, trying a breakout pass. Wise gets to the puck first behind the net for Ohio State, sends the puck along the end boards, and it's flipped out of play by Michigan, over the boards by Ethan Edwards, and they're saying it deflected off of the plexiglass. It will not be a delay of game penalty.
Yeah, once again, Michigan hasn't been able to. They got to win the face-off to start. Not a lot of face-offs. It's been a very back-and-forth, smooth game with not a lot of whistles. So Michigan's got to win this defensive zone face-off and to get something going. It's been all Ohio State these first 7 minutes.
We're only 7 minutes in. As you said, the shots are 8-1 in favor of the Buckeyes, and that one for Michigan wasn't a strong shot.
No, it was a weak shot on the penalty kill, just clearing it in. But Portillo,
despite his rebound control leaving a lot to be desired, and that has been a problem for him all season, all career here in Michigan, don't get me wrong. One of his 2 fatal flaws as a goaltender. Still, he's putting up the saves that he needs to, some really big saves in that power play, penalty kill, pardon me. Ohio State controls the puck on the far side. Long stretch pass cross ice for Singleton on the near side. Bounces in front of his stick, he can't control it. Michigan flips the puck up, Philip Lapointe crosses the blue line. Michigan looking for some sustained offensive zone time. Pearson on the near side, sends it around the corner boards, trapped in the near corner, and Ohio State gets rid of the puck. Shot, pardon me, the clear is blocked by Fantilli, bounces back towards Dobesh, not on goal. Singleton takes the puck away in neutral ice, sends it to the far side for OSU. Shot blocker save by Portillo, sends it all the way back out to the point. Huge rebound. The Duke brother from Ohio State, Tyler Duke, not able to take the slap shot. Fantilli is stick checked. He had a chance right in this high slot. And now Luke Hughes with the puck. Given away. Guzzo all alone with 2 Michigan defenders. Long shot, slowly lifted through the air, gloved down by Portillo. We have a stoppage of play.
That last shot by Guzzo started with him in the defensive zone, making a diving play to prevent a really good opportunity for Michigan. Did not get the shot. Guzzo was able to take the puck. They moved it down, got the shot on goal. Portillo with a nice glove save. 10-1 though on the shots for Ohio State. Michigan's gotta get some actual zone time, set things up, maybe try and draw a penalty, get something going so you can take some control.
TJ Hughes wins the draw for Michigan. And again, the breakout pass is blocked by Ohio State. They had numbers in the offensive zone. Unfortunately for them, they didn't have the puck. Dunlop sends it around the near side boards. TJ Hughes takes it away, tries a D-to-D pass over for McGroarty. Knocked down by Brindley on the right side. Brindley in the corner boards. Still fighting for it. He has control of the puck. Tried to get a pass towards the slot, and it's a penalty for Ohio State. And a little bit of pushing and shoving. It looked like Guzzo kicked up one of Brindley's legs and then skated away, had his teammate take the fight for him. That is some cowardly behavior, not looked well upon in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get the Buckeyes.
That's number 5, Tyler Duke.
The refs' mics have not been working, but boarding was the call. The refs' mic has not been working so far today, but Michigan, this is what we just said. Get a power play. They drew the penalty there, and now can Michigan get some setup zone time and get some chance and actually can start controlling the game because they haven't had any control so far.
Michigan is 8th in terms of power play percentage in the NCAA. They are 21 for 83. Ohio State, though, is 1st in penalty kill percentage, only letting up goals on 8 of their 88 penalty kill opportunities, and with 8 shorthanded. Shot by Adam Fantilli on the one-timer that went cross ice. That's saved by Dobesh. The University of Michigan has their 2nd shot on goal 9 minutes into this game. TJ Hughes, that's Luke Hughes, skates forward, sends the puck to the left side, back over to the right for Samoskevich. Samoskevich glides towards the net, whiffs on his shot, sends it behind the net. Didn't get all of it, looks like it went off the heel of his stick. Ohio State has a chance for Wise to break out. He's trailed by 2 Michigan defenders. Poke check by Adam Fantilli. Makes sure all alone is Burnside, shot saved by Portillo. That's a defensive lapse to leave Burnside all alone. You had 4 Michigan defenders on the near side. No one looking out for Burnside on the right. Samoskevich tries to go backhand. His stick was knocked away. Save made by Dobesh, and a clear by Ohio State sends the puck all the way down to behind Portillo's goal line. He skates out with the puck, teeks it behind his net. He's warded off by Guzzo, who's playing good forechecking. Passed over towards Casey. Casey leaves the puck back for Brindley on the right side. Passed through both blue lines. McGroarty at the high corner sends it to Casey at the point. To the left side, back to Casey at the point. Casey goes around his defender on the far side boards. Shot! That goes wide. Rings around the boards over to Truscott in the Michigan defensive zone. Sent over towards the far side, left wing. Brindley closed in on by 2 defenders. Knocks to the ground, hard check. McGroarty has the puck, though, after Brindley was able to make a play from his behind, pushing the puck along.
And McGroarty was open in the slot there, just couldn't get it into him, but with the power play about to expire. A couple chances for the Wolverines, but also they gave up a couple chances to the Buckeyes there, which you can't have on a power play.
I really thought Burnside was going to score on that one.
Yeah.
He was all alone. If the pass was any more on target, he wouldn't have to go chase the puck.
A perfect pass, and he would have had a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Luca Fantilli, the eldest of the 2 Fantilli brothers, waited for his brother for 2 years to join him at Michigan before they both are now technically freshmen, one although 2 years older than the other. He had the puck on the near side, gave it away to Wise. Wise has been all over the ice for Ohio State, specifically on this left wing. Wise has the puck again. Tries to get around his defender, Luca Fantilli. Pushed into the boards. Still fighting for the puck is Wise and Fantilli. Moyle comes in as the 3rd man in for Michigan. He almost clears the puck, but can't. Wise still battling for it. And now it looks like Grandowitz is slashed up high, might be the call. It's going to be another power play for the Michigan Wolverines. 8:30 left to go in this first period.
And Michigan needs that again because Ohio State once again was controlling the puck, getting the chances. Let's see if the ref's mic.
Hooking is the call.
The call. Ref's mic finally works, and with 8:30 to go here in period number 1, Michigan needs to take advantage and get more opportunities on the power play, but they cannot give up these odd man rushes on the penalty kill for the Buckeyes.
We've got quite the little break here as they come in to shovel the ice. So we're going to highlight some Michigan history. Right now, the University of Michigan has a plethora of players who are quote-unquote pro-blue, players who are in the NHL playing professionally. Let me see if I can pull that up. Here we are. It is 23 is the current count for players playing professionally in the National Hockey League. Some highlights amongst them. Owen Power, you may remember him from last year's team. Number 1 overall pick by the Buffalo Sabres. He, after Michigan bowed out in the semifinals of the Frozen Four last year, he signed out with the Buffalo Sabres, a team which you may not want to sleep on. I know I say the word Buffalo Sabres and you think literally nothing about them because, you know, they're the Buffalo Sabres and they haven't been relevant since it was 2011, but they may make the playoffs this year.
They've got some good young talent, including Powers, and the pro blue that comes to my mind, Dylan Larkin. As a big Red Wings fan, Dylan Larkin has been a staple for that organization, the captain. So when you think of Michigan players in the NHL, that's who comes to mind for me.
You've also got Matty Beniers, who is the front-runner to win the Rookie of the Year trophy for the NHL. He's doing great work on the Seattle Kraken. We're back in action for this power play. The Wolverines, Samoskevich knocked down in the center of the ice. He keeps the puck moving along to the far side. Hughes blocked in front, and there's a trickle deflection in. Not sure how it went in, but it did. Michigan scores!
That's huge for Michigan not having much control in this game to get that goal. It is loud in here. The crowd is into it. Looks like Duke is the one first in the celebration line. Looks like he deflected it in front. And that's a great job for Michigan to get on the board and take this 1-0 lead.
Looks like that puck took a wacky bounce, probably off of Dylan Duke's stick. It looked like he was tied up. We'll take a look for the replay and let you know exactly what happened. But on just the 5th shot, granted it has been 12 minutes, Michigan jumps out to an early 1-0 lead here in this hockey game. And let's see if they can take that momentum and push it into some 5-on-5 success, something which has been sorely lacking for the Wolverines this game so far. Keenan Draper gives the puck away in the offensive zone, trying to send the puck in past the blue line. Gobbled up by some Ohio State defensemen. Burnside gives the puck right back to Michigan, though. Wolverines in the offensive zone on the far side. Halem left the puck behind, did a little spin move, deke. Forgot the puck. Keenan Draper, long shot, deflected away by Dobesh. Wolverines and Ohio State Buckeyes battling for the puck behind the net. The battle slowly comes over towards Wolverines' right wing. Seamus Casey battling for the puck, and the puck is lofted high up into the air, a little floater. Wolverines gain control in the defensive zone. Casey again whiffs on the pass. Something has not been clicking for the Wolverines. There's some rust or something, some ice rust.
They haven't played a game with meaning as a whole team, as Ohio State almost gets a try, but they haven't played as a complete unit since December 10th against Michigan State. So you could tell it's been taking a few minutes to get going.
Not to mention you've had a bunch of players going to the World Juniors, so even practices,
exactly,
you're slowly getting back into the swing of things. Wolverines battling for the puck, and they lose it. Surprise, surprise, in the neutral zone. Shot deflected away by the Lagpeta Portillo. He falls as he's trying to get from right to left. Luckily, Ohio State didn't have the puck, and they couldn't capitalize on the Michigan goaltender falling flat on his back. TJ Hughes for the Wolverines on the right side enters the offensive zone, tries to pass to Luke Hughes, who was just a little bit over-eager. They're going to call offsides, bring the puck back out of the zone as the Michigan Wolverines lead 1-0, 6:36 left, and there's a player down for Michigan. I did not see how that happened. It's Rucker McGroarty. They're not calling any penalties, it looks like, and it is a stoppage for offsides as the faceoff is over on the near side in front of the Ohio State blue line. But we'll keep an eye on that. Doesn't look like he's headed back to the locker room. Just in some discomfort on the bench. Portillo had to make sure he was back in the goal. He went out behind the net, tried to send it around the boards. There was an Ohio State player waiting for the puck. Shot, it was a low-angle shot, but Portillo had to slide back into the crease, and, that's something that's very concerning. Portillo, long shot by Ohio State from the point, blocked out in front by Kiernan. Moyle and Kiernan both go to sandwich Ohio State player Thiesing, and a hard cross-check and a hook on Moyle by Thiesing. Nothing called by the refs. So this is a chippy game.
It's been a chippy game, and not a lot of whistles blown either. We had the 2 penalties, but besides that, good flow of the game, not a lot of face-offs.
Wolverines cleared the puck, get a full line change. Thiesing all alone on the left side. Couldn't collect the stretch pass, bounced off of his blade. Seamus Casey behind the net for the Wolverines collects the puck, sends it to the left side. Edwards racing forward. He's getting hooked and slashed. Still maintains control. Long shot blocked in front. Samoskevich on the ice for the Wolverines on the right side. Long shot again blocked by Dobesh. Unable to get the rebound is looked like 27, Nolan Moyle. That may be incorrect, though. Adam Fantilli collects the puck, and the refs are not calling anything so far. Since the 3 original penalties.
And the children are just letting the refs hear it. That
Fantilli with the puck on the takeaway. Leaves a drop pass. Shot goes wide, deflected out in front. And the puck is cleared all the way to behind Portillo. That will be icing. Wolverines get an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, it's been a physical game. The hits have been coming up. The physicality of this rivalry that you expect. But Michigan has been able to get a little more time, little more chances. They've made it 13-7, made it more respectable this later part of the period, especially after getting that goal.
TJ Hughes loses the draw. 1 for 2 tonight. Long pass, tried to be deflected down by Truscott. Dunlap shot. Oh, that deflected off. It looked like the top of the net. Bounced off Portillo. He doesn't know where the puck is. Bounced off the top of the net. I think he thought he had it, and it went up over the top of the netting, and then off of that, then behind the net, and also a Dunlap for Ohio State collided with a linesman.
I think that's why they stopped the play.
That is why they stopped the play. Or that might be referee. Brian Aaron, I think, is who that is.
He looks to be good, though, and face-off kind. But, yeah, we've been talking about Portillo He's been all right today, but he's been giving up some rebounds. But he's keeping a 0, and that's all you could ask for at this point. 14-7 shots, 4:40 to go here.
There's been a lot of scares so far,
yeah,
though.
Definitely.
Ohio State wins the draw. Halem loses a stick on it. Long shot by Bricky from the left side. Knocked away by the big pillow pads of Portillo. Wolverines enter the offensive zone. A stop on the far side, gets around his man by bouncing the puck off of the boards, going to the other side of his man than the puck, and then reconnecting on the other side, but nothing can come from that. Singleton tries the same move, and also can't reconnect to the puck on the far side. Estapa chases him. The puck cycles around to Duke on the far side. Duke for Ohio State, and around Portillo, and he makes a wonderful save! Oh my! Reaching out with a man on top of him, stretches his leg back to stop the Burnside had him dead to rights, and Ohio State couldn't capitalize on the rebound. It will be a penalty on Michigan, it looks like. But oh wow, what a save. He went backhand to draw Portillo away, over to the forehand to wrap around him, and Portillo just stuck with it.
Yep, slashing call, but great save by Portillo. But now on the penalty kill, Michigan's got to take control. They got to get in front, not let Portillo have to face too many shots, and you got to kill this penalty. Don't give Ohio State momentum.
Ohio
with the power play
State
goal.
20 for 95 on the power plays this season, including the one this game. Control the puck by the goal line, just to the left of Portillo. And a goal by number 94 in red, Travis Treloar. The pass went across the goal mouth in front of Portillo from the far side to the near side. Treloar was skating in, down the center of the ice, right down Broadway. No one touched him, and it's 1-1. Michigan versus Ohio State.
Yeah, just snuck in there behind the defense, and great feed in front. And with 3:44 to go, we got ourselves a tie hockey game. And for Michigan, besides that power play goal, they haven't been able to do much. They haven't been able to control the game. It's been Ohio State taking advantage of Michigan. How are they going to respond to this goal?
You sort of felt like that was in the books.
Yeah.
There wasn't any way that Michigan, I mean, granted, they allowed 18 shots. Portillo's looked shaky. You couldn't imagine that it was going to stay a clean sheet forever unless there was some sort of Herculean effort put in by Portillo. Now it's back to a tie game, back to a wash, and we'll see what happens next. Ohio State sends the puck in deep. It's icing. The faceoff will be to Dobesh's right on the Michigan offensive zone.
Let's see if Michigan can take advantage of this icing, get some offensive zone time like we've been talking about throughout the broadcast so far. They haven't had much besides that one power play. Let's see how they can do here.
Michigan loses the draw again. Samoskevich, though, recollects the puck. Long shot. Deflected out in front, knocked away by Dobesh. Puck is loose on the near side. Seamus Casey fighting for it, but the puck does sneak past the blue line and out of the zone. Casey ends up losing that puck battle. And Cassidy for Ohio State all alone on the left side. Long shot, gloved by Portillo. 3 Michigan defenders were on the far side. Cassidy on the near side. Feels like that's been happening a lot. That's how the power play goal was scored. They almost let up a short-handed goal like that. And now this. There's been a lot of defensive miscues for Michigan, having all the defenders on one side of the ice,
yep,
whereas the guys in red on the other side of the ice. It's been a concern for Michigan defensively. Offensively, there's been a lot to be desired as well. So I guess Michigan has been struggling. McRourty tries to get in through the offensive zone, knocked away. Good body check by his defenseman in Ohio State's jerseys. Puck sent around the end boards. Dobesh collects, leaves it for his teammates. Ohio State on the right side. Shots blocked and deflected. Sends around the boards for Duke. Duke, long shot. Knocked away by the pads of Portillo. TJ Hughes tried to knock the puck down to himself. Bounced off his hand and over his head. TJ Hughes with the puck, though, and another giveaway. I get you're trying to clear the puck, but it goes directly to an Ohio State player. Fortunately for the Wolverines, no one's able to capitalize on that mistake as Ohio decides to go for a line change. And now Michigan does the same after sending the puck in behind Dobesh. Halem, the lone player, playing pest, trying to chase that puck wherever it goes. Ohio State, Halliday His break-in pass doesn't work. Michigan takes the puck away on the far side. Over to a stop on the near side. Ostapa crunched by a hard hit, but he gets the pass off. Sends it round the corner boards. Ohio State collects. 3-on-2 opportunity for Ohio State. Luke Hughes able to use his stick to break that up. Kept pestering, looks like Halliday. Wolverines tried a dangerous pass to Luke Hughes. Sends it back over to the far side for Draper. Draper stops short of the blue line, sends the puck in, makes sure there's no icing, goes off for a change. McWard skates the puck in, hit by Nolan Moyle, the captain for the Michigan Wolverines. Granowitz collects the puck after a pass. Moyle at center ice, right over that 100 crest. And there is 1 minute left to play in the first period. Game is 1-1. Edwards sends the puck along, stopped at the defensive blue line for Ohio State by a Buckeye. Cleared the puck, sent it around. Portillo tried to touch it. Looks like he did. And an errant pass bounces off of Philip LaPointe's skates. Ohio State with the puck shot, blocked by Portillo. Almost a perfect rebound opportunity for Ohio State. And more pushing and shoving. That's Cam Thiesing again. He has been the Ohio State player to get in these ruckuses the most.
Yeah, and this game's been, you've had that heat of this rivalry, some big hits. Estapa got crushed here, but stood it up and got the puck dumped in. And after the whistle, we've seen a little bit of pushing and shoving, which you expect between Michigan and Ohio State, especially with the stakes being as high as 6 versus 8, tie game late in the first period.
It's college hockey. What's a college experience without a little extracurriculars?
Exactly. This is a big face-off, though, with 38 seconds left. If Michigan can win it and get into this period tied at 1. Although it hasn't been a great period for the Wolverines, I would consider it a win if you can go in tied with the way they've been playing.
Fantilli lining up for the face-off against Guzzo. Tied up on the draw is Fantilli. Coming in as the next man is Truscott. Wolverines win. Bricky with a shot after a giveaway by Luke Hughes. Missed his pass by about 3 feet wide. And the puck is deflected off of one of the Wolverines. It's out in front. Portillo diving forward. He loses his stick again, but the Wolverines are able to clear. His stick is still down on the ice. Ohio State has the puck, so he can't go collect it. Michigan pokes it away. Sent around. Portillo finally picks up his stick, but Wolverines give the puck right back to the bad guys in red. Dunlap sends the puck forward. And another cross-crease pass goes right in front of Portillo. No one's there for Ohio State to dump in the garbage. And the period will end after another scare. There's pushing and shoving over in the corner between the Duke brothers. A little bit of friendly back and forth between the brothers from Strongsville, Ohio.
You got to expect a little bit of brotherly love here when they choose to go to rivalry schools, when from the Strongsville, Ohio natives, so you got a little bit of bad blood. And
especially since Dylan went to the state up north from Ohio.
Yep.
To go to play for the Michigan Wolverines. All right. So, Peter, we just watched an intense 20 minutes of hockey. Chances for Michigan, more chances for Ohio State. Good saves from Portillo, good saves from Dobesh. 2 power plays each, both teams going 1 for 2 on the power play. The only real big discrepancy, I mean, obviously shots on goal is a big discrepancy. It's 23-7 is the score there. And also face-offs, actually 9-8 is the face-off score, only in Ohio State's favor. Block shots, Michigan has 6, Ohio State has 1. So, Peter, I think the question I'm trying to ask after going through all those stats is what's Michigan got to do differently besides everything that doesn't count as an answer?
Yeah, they got to, they need to start. They got to settle down a little bit. They're trying to clear the puck a lot. They're turning the puck over a lot. We talked about that. Even on that last possession there, we said win the faceoff, end the period tied. They gave up multiple great opportunities for that. Portillo had to make some big saves to bail them out. If you have to finish, you got to get some offensive chances, get some shots on the puck, get some shots on net. Dobesh has looked good so far today, giving up the 1 goal, but only on 7 shots, so he hasn't faced much compared to 23 for the Buckeyes. So get chances in net, settle down, play your game. It's been a while since you played as a team. I think that first period you expected a little bit of rust, and I think you shake it off, and we'll see how they look in the second period. But going into it with the way they play to going 1-1, it's not a bad thing at all.
That's the win. That's escaping is what that is.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be back in about, let's call it 9 minutes. I'll be hopping off the commentary booth for period 2. Peter, you'll be staying on. Jared Greenspan will be taking over as play-by-play. So don't change that radio channel. We will be right back in 9 minutes. Stay tuned.
And welcome back to Yost Arena, where Michigan is tied with Ohio State 1-1 at the conclusion of the first period. Alongside the esteemed Peter Nasr, I'm Jared Greenspan. It's been a bit of a sloppy affair so far tonight for Michigan. Ohio State outshooting the Wolverines 23-7, 22 saves for Eric Portillo, who's played a bit of a bend but don't break, at least not fully, style so far through 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Michigan's been a little sloppy. They haven't been playing as a complete team. We talked about this since early December with the winter break and then the players going off for the World Junior. So getting a period under your belt, I think that will help them. I expect them to play a cleaner game this period and the rest of this game as they come out now, but it should be a fun one. It's been a fun one so far.
And it's the opening game of a pivotal two-game series for Michigan, looking to make up some ground in the Big Ten standings. They're finally full again roster-wise after the World Juniors and some injuries, and looking up in the standings to Ohio State. A big weekend looms next weekend as well in Minneapolis against Minnesota. So 1-1 the score here, Michigan and Ohio State. The goals for the Wolverines came first via Dylan Duke, and then Ohio State matched just moments later. And now it's 1-1. So 10 seconds remaining here in intermission, and we're almost ready to go.
Been a great atmosphere today, as you expect when Michigan and Ohio State play each other. Top 10 battle here at Yost. Great way to celebrate 100 years of Michigan hockey, and second period about to get underway. Can't wait.
A nice cool logo they have in the middle, Michigan Hockey EST 1922 instead of the usual Block M, an ode to the 100-year anniversary of Michigan hockey. Ohio State wins the faceoff in the center circle, and away we go in the second period. Buckeyes and Wolverines. It's wrapped around behind the net. Samoskevich and Casey there. Now it's Edwards, sends it up along the near side, and that caroms away. McWard, a stretch pass, now gets it back on the right circle. McWard skating through the neutral zone, feeds at the red line to Wise. Wise past the blue line, and it's knocked away and into the hands of Edwards. And now Wise gets it back at the circle. Ohio State has it, and now it's sent all the way back down the ice, where it's gathered in net by Dobesh, who has 6 saves on 7 tries tonight. The pass caroms along the boards, and now pinballs all the way behind the net for Portillo, his first touch of the second half. Luke Hughes has it for Michigan. Now it's Truscott, rifles up, looking for Brindley on the right side. That pinballs around the boards on the Ohio State end. Dunlap hit hard on the near side by Truscott. Loose puck in the middle. It sprays all the way back down the ice. Portillo deflects it towards Hughes. Hughes in the middle to his TJ Hughes. Now on the far side, it's Brindley. Brindley scoots around his defender to the circle, drops it in front. No one's home. The nearest Wolverine was McGroarty, and Ohio State has it. Bit of a sloppy play by the Buckeyes. Brindley went for the glove. Dunlap has it at the blue line on the right side in the neutral zone. Now Ohio State to the circle with the backhand out in front, knocked wide by Portillo. Ohio State gets it back. Wise sends it cross court for Brickley, and then Portillo gloves his shot easily. So not a lot of action in the early going. 95 seconds into the second period, Michigan and Ohio State tied at 1. The Buckeyes out shooting the Wolverines 24-7.
Yeah, both teams feeling themselves out a little bit here in this first period. Nothing's really been established. One save on each side, but I think as we move forward, big face-off here, and then another shot right on Portillo.
Ohio State wins the faceoff. Portillo knocks it away easily. Wrapped around behind the net. Casey gets to it. Casey with the backhand, skating quickly across down the near side. It's a managed stride. It's Moyle on the right wing, and that's knocked away by an Ohio State player. Moyle fighting for it. LaPointe lays a big hit behind the net. Granowitz jostling for the puck with Singleton. Moyle's there as well, and 4 red shirts near the circle. Now the puck squirms free. Ohio State has it. Buckeyes down the far side, flips it all the way behind the net. Portillo has it with the backhand. Portillo gets it away. Ohio State now near the face-off circle on the far side. And a whistle as a scrum in front, and Portillo gets to the puck, and some separation again. Extracurriculars have been present throughout this tense rivalry match tonight.
Yeah, basically every whistle you're seeing a couple players jawing at each other, some stick jabs. but the refs have been trying to settle it down, taking control. And no penalties called after the whistle, and I don't expect much for this. The referees know what's coming when you have these two teams battling each other.
So a face-off on the circle to Portillo's right. Estapa will take it for Michigan. And Michigan wins it. Truscott drops it back for Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes, errant pass, now gets it back in the neutral zone. Hughes skating through, past the blue line. Hughes across the middle, veers left at the circle, lost it momentarily, gets it back, now lost it again. And Ohio State has it. Messina leaves it, Truscott deflects it, and now the Buckeyes will resettle at the circle. That pass is deflected and winds up at Dobish's feet, who stomps on it. And we'll go to a face-off.
Michigan finally gets a chance in their zone to win a face-off and get some pucks on net and get some opportunities here to try and break this tie. But overall, they haven't had much in their zone, so let's see if they can build off of that with a win here on this face-off.
Adam Fantilli right back into the ball game will take the face-off. Samoskevich, Duke, Hughes, and Truscott in as well. And Fantilli wins it. To the point, it's Hughes. Hughes moving right at the circle. Now wheels back, lets it fly. Dobesh knocked it away. And now it's cleared down the ice by Ohio State. Hughes at the red line in the neutral zone. Plays it across the boards, looking for Duke, and it caroms all the way down behind the net. And a whistle. And that'll be icing.
Yeah, Michigan has not been able to. We've been talking about only 7 shots here through 23 minutes of gameplay. And now they ice the puck and give the Buckeyes a chance to settle things down and get some offensive chances here on Portillo.
17:07 left in the second period. 1-1 Michigan, Ohio State. Fantilli will take the faceoff on the other end this time. And we'll do that one again. A packed crowd tonight inside Yost Arena. They were very loud early, especially after the goal. Ohio State, though, has been able to quiet them a little bit with their play, really dominating the Wolverines. Buckeyes win the faceoff, and Portillo with a sprawling save on the shot from the right side on the blue line.
It's a big save by Portillo right off the draw, a slap shot by Duke. And Portillo doing a good job holding on to it, forcing another face-off opportunity. He gave up a lot of rebounds in that first period. So that's a good job holding on to it, not giving up any gift wrap goals for the Buckeyes off of second chance opportunities.
Face-off again, won by Fantilli. That's 3 in a row, but a giveaway deep in the Wolverine zone. Loose puck. Duke has it. Feeds Fantilli. Now he turns it over. Right out in front. Portillo saves it. Samoskevich has it in the crease. And he's knocked to the floor to play on. Fantilli has it, skating across the ice. Flips it down the ice, and Ohio State gathers. Samoskevich in pursuit. Here come the Buckeyes, skating through the neutral zone. The long pass along the right side plays off the boards, wraps behind the net. Chased by Luca Fantilli. Pass out in front. At the blue line now. Sent to the crease, shot saved by Portillo. A sprawling save. Here goes Ohio State, right back. Another save by Portillo. Michigan the other way, and they give up the puck again. And now the Wolverines get it back by Pearson and sends it down the ice. Sloppy play by Michigan.
Yeah, Portillo lost his stick there for a couple of chances. He got it back now as Ohio State returns on the rush.
Out in front, the pass a little behind the receiver. Edwards has it. Duke for Ohio State sends it back down the ice, wrapping around. Casey with the backhand. Michigan just trying to settle down. Sent around again behind Portillo. Ohio State at the circle. Buckeyes slowing things down a little bit. Now at the point, now at the blue line on the right side. It's McWard behind the net, and it's knocked away. Michigan has it. Ohio State gets it back. But Buckeye hits the ice. A big hit out near center ice as Casey has it behind the net. Jostling with Weiss for Ohio State. Casey finds Edwards, who takes a big hit as he flips it down the ice. Ohio State up the near side now with Casey. Back out in front. Clean shot, and it goes high. Puck is loose. Hughes has it. Flips it down the ice. It went off the skate of Draper. LaPointe now through the neutral zone across the blue line to the circle. LaPointe drops it off for Draper, who lets it go by, and it's gathered behind the net by Ohio State. And the Buckeyes will slow things down. Theising across the ice, weaving through the middle now. Up to the circle with the backhand, switching, and it's knocked away again by Portillo. The puck in the middle of the ice, in the neutral zone. Now at the blue line, Buckeyes have it. Now Michigan able to get it back. Into the middle for Granowitz, takes a big hit, and Ohio State skating through. Now a Buckeye hits the ice. Granowitz, Truscott at the circle, and Michigan will go to work. Hughes skating across on the near side towards the blue line into the middle, and that's poked away from Hallam. Messina across the ice. His pass winds its way to Truscott, who then returns the favor with an errant pass. Messina loses it again. Hallam has it. Here comes Michigan, a bit of a 2-on-2. Hallam down the middle, moving right at the circle. Hallam wraps it around. It goes awry. Messina has it for Ohio State. Estapa lays a hit, and now the Buckeyes have it behind their own net. Hallam knocks down his opposition. Flips all the way down the ice looking for Messina. Edwards the man, or Pearson the man back, and it winds its way to Portillo, who has a glove save, and it was a shaky first period for Portillo, but he's been fantastic in the second.
Yeah, take a breath, Jared. That was a long sequence without a face-off.
I could use one.
Ohio State with a tons of chances there, but Portillo made some big saves, sprawling saves without a stick, but Michigan has not been able to clear the puck and establish themselves offensively as they just give the puck right back to the Buckeyes, who get more and more chances. 34-7 in favor of Ohio State on the shots.
Ohio State wins the face-off. It's Duke at the point. Leaves it for Brickley. Brickley sends it in front, and it's knocked in. It's a goal for Ohio State. Right off winning the face-off, the Buckeyes sprayed it out in front via Brickley. Portillo was a little bit out of the net, and Ohio State able to convert. We'll see who is credited with the goal. It was an initial shot from the left face-off circle, and then it was knocked around a little bit inside. We're still waiting for word, but it's 2-1 Ohio State. The Buckeyes with 2 unanswered to take the lead.
I believe Cassidy will get credit with this goal. Not positive on that, but yeah, a shot, a great pass, making Portillo dive to his right. I believe, I could not tell if he made a first save and it was rebounded in, or if the puck was blocked in front, but either way, Buckeyes lead 2-1.
At some point, you allow 36 shots, no matter how wonderful Portillo is. They're going to squeak through. It's going to go on Guzzo, unassisted in front of the goal. Cassidy had the initial shot that was blocked by Portillo, which led him to being a bit outside the net, and then Guzzo able to tip it in, giving Ohio State the lead.
And Guzzo, Marysville, Michigan product, so one of the few Michigan hometown people returning here in the enemy territory.
Fantilli at the circle for Michigan in Ohio State's end. Fantilli skating backwards towards the neutral zone, resets with a cross ice pass to Hughes, who sprays it all the way down the ice. It wraps around for an icing. So Michigan just trying to get its feet back under itself a little bit, down 2-1, 2 unanswered goals by Ohio State, and the shot disparity is just marked at 36-7.
And Michigan's still not even we're nearing the halfway point of this hockey game, and it's been all Buckeyes, and Portillo's kept them in this game, but they need to get some settled. They need to settle down, get some actual zone time, get some actual opportunities.
Face-off won by Ohio State. Now Hughes gets it back from Michigan. Fantilli along the boards on the far side. Sprays it across the boards for Samoskevich. And he sends it all the way down. It wraps around behind the net. Truscott fighting with Ohio State. Draper in front. His quick shot saved by Dobesh. And Ohio State sends it all the way back down the ice. So a quick chance for Michigan, but couldn't convert.
That's a big save by Dobesh, and Keenan Draper moved in. He had to stop if he wanted to pass it off, but that's a good shot attempt and a good opportunity in the side. You got to get your shots on goal. So that's a good shot attempt, but good save.
Dobesh, a sophomore from the Czech Republic, former 5th-round pick of the Canadians. Hasn't gotten many chances tonight, but he's no slouch. Michigan wins the face-off in Ohio State's end. Hughes skating backwards into the neutral zone, leaves it for Truscott. Truscott, the pass for Brindley. It goes awry. Brindley chasing after it. He's warded off by McWard, lays a hit, wrapped around the boards to Theising, and that's sent back down the ice. Kiernan chasing after it for Michigan, wraps it around the boards. On the far side now, Michigan has it. That's Pearson. Sends back to Kiernan through the neutral zone. Kiernan rifles it around. Dobesh out of his net. Big hit laid by Estapa. Another hit by Draper, but it's still Ohio State's possession. McWard behind the net. He'll reset. 12-11 to play in the second period. Buckeyes up 2-1. Ohio State skating through. Granowitz in pursuit. Now with the circle, followed by LaPointe. Pass out in front, knocked away. It'll carry him far side to near side. Granowitz has it as the circle. His pass across finds LaPointe. LaPointe through the neutral zone to Granowitz, leaves it for Moyle. Moyle skating to the circle, out in front, shot saved by Dobesh. LaPointe had a chance. Michigan gets it back, Moyle at the circle. Casey out in front, knocked away. Michigan gets it back, now Ohio State has it. Michigan again, Casey with the glove at the right circle, and Casey lost the handle, and Ohio State gets it back. 2 prime chances for Michigan, and again, the Wolverines cannot capitalize. That's rifled down the ice. Messina tried to glove it, it scoots by him, and flies into the Ohio State bench.
That's Michigan's best chance of the game besides their goal, and a great save by Dobesh, excuse me. And it looks like the referee's discussing possible. We'll see if it may delay game or not, or just decide where the faceoff can go. But that was a huge save. And Michigan finally getting a little bit of tempo and a little bit of offensive possession. And they had good chances and made Dobesh make good saves. So they got to continue that. They got to build off of that.
A quick 3-shot spurt there by Michigan over the last minute plus. 1 by Draper and then 2 right there within 10 seconds for LaPointe. 11:25 left in the second period. It's Brickley for Ohio State off the face-off win. Sprays it all the way around the ice for Luke Hughes. Samoskevich fighting to dig it out. Gets to it first. Now Ohio State wins it back. Finds someone at the circle. A Buckeye has it. Out in front, it's Brickley at the right circle. His shot saved by Portillo. And now the net has moved, and it'll be a whistle.
Yep. Net moved. We'll see where they move. They'll keep the face-off in the offensive zone for the Buckeyes. And yeah, Ohio State, they've kept the control. Michigan's got to step up, but they have those chances. They've been starting to get there. They're starting to get back to their usual form.
These last few minutes have been a little better for the Wolverines. Still nothing to show for it, as the face-off is won by Michigan deep in its own end. Hughes has it behind the net now for the Wolverines. Hughes holding. Gives for Hallam. Hallam behind the defense. Quickly into Ohio State's end. Finds a teammate. That's TJ Hughes, who lost the handle. Now Luke Hughes fighting for it as Ohio State skates through the neutral zone. Duke on the near side. Wraps it around behind the net. Ohio State gets to it at the circle. Back to Duke at the point. Duke, the southpaw, lets it fly. Knocked away easily by Portillo. Buckeyes get it back at the circle. It's Singleton at the point. To the far circle now. Now it's Duke again. He'll let it fly, and he scores! It's a goal for Duke against his brother, and the Buckeyes are up 3-1.
And that's got to feel good for Duke, scoring against your brother who betrayed you by going to Michigan, by going to the team up north, as they like to call us. But that's huge. Ohio State they've been the better team so far today, and they've showing it on the scoreboard, leading by 2, and they've been dominating on the shots department. And when Michigan getting a little bit of momentum, Ohio State comes back and gets a big-time goal.
The freshman Tyler Duke, whose brother is Dylan Duke, gets it to go, and it's 3-1 Buckeyes. And Michigan really kicks back on its heels here as McGroarty chases after the loose puck down the far side. Buckeyes, as usual this game, get to it. Skating through the neutral zone on the attack again. To the circle. Now out in front, another shot, and that one is glove saved by Portillo. Save number 36 on the evening.
That's a big save, but yeah, once again, Ohio State getting the rush. Michigan been a lot of giveaways. They've been turning the puck over. Whenever they try and clear the puck, it gets right to a Buckeye who moves quickly. And Michigan's got to get something going here with right around the halfway point of this hockey game. They got to get this crowd back into it, get this sold-out crowd. Celebrating the 100th anniversary, get them going, because when you can feed off that momentum, that can help you build toward the rest of this game.
Brindley will take the face-off from Michigan, and he's able to win it. Puck is now loose behind the net. Casey Corral skating near side to far side, now through the neutral zone, across the red line, and he's hit hard, goes to the ice. And then that pass wound its way into the Michigan bench. Someone tried to subtly knock it back out onto the ice.
Try to keep it in play, keep things going.
The refs are awake.
Yeah, they kept an eye on it.
And now a quick
looks like
stoppage
they're
here.
Gonna clean the ice here, take a little break here.
So 3-1. It's the Buckeyes on top of the Wolverines. 2 goals this period for Ohio State. That marks 3 unanswered. It was Guzzo and then Duke in this period. Not Dylan Duke. That would be Tyler Duke, Dylan's brother. 3-1 Buckeyes on top. 9:56 to play in the second period. 39-9, the shot disparity for Ohio State. It wasn't great after the first period, and it hasn't gotten any better for Michigan.
Only 2 shots, I believe, in this period. And one of them was a really good opportunity, but the other one just a shot from the slot. And Michigan needs to use this timeout to just relax and settle down and figure out what they're doing wrong and adjust to the way that the Buckeyes have been playing, because they've been playing really well. And they just got to continue to fight, because they're within this game lots of time, tons of time left, only down 2 goals. But they got to score the next goal.
Tons of time. The game is only halfway over, but you are right. If Michigan is to win this game, it has to score that next goal. Can't afford that 3-goal deficit. So some urgency you expect Michigan will show here coming out of this stoppage, down 3-1. 3 unanswered by Ohio State, who is vastly outplaying the Wolverines. So it'll be a drop puck here.
A little stick slashing. Referee trying to settle them down on the face-off here.
Estapa and Theising being lectured to at the moment. And Ohio State, par for the course, wins the face-off. Sent along the boards. Estapa gets to it, leaves it for Brindley on the near side. He's smashed. Estapa fighting for it again. Big hit laid by Draper as a Buckeye hits the deck. Estapa in there with Draper and 3 red shirts. And it's dug out by Ohio State. Now it's back in the same spot. Draper, Estapa wraps it around. It's picked up by Casey.
Like there's a delayed penalty too.
Leaves it for Fantilli, sprays it wide. Edwards at the blue line. Now for Brindley, out for Fantilli, didn't get it cleanly, and it's wrapped up by Dobesh. And Dobesh is now knocked to the ice. And the extracurricular is escalating a little bit as Mark Estapa is lying on top of Dobesh, and Draper is currently engaged with the Buckeye as Estapa has finally peeled himself off the ice, looks unhappy.
I think with this situation, Michigan was going to get a power play. We will see if any of this extracurricular will negate that. It looks like it will. It looks like Estapa's going back to the box. So Michigan had a delayed penalty. They were going to get the power play. And it says it's going to be 4-on-4 because due to the extracurricular activity, they got to be able to control their emotions in this rivalry game, and they did not there.
And again, you have to know the situation too. Something like that is just not worth doing.
It looks like 2 Buckeyes are going in. So Michigan looks like they'll still get the power play.
So Michigan gets a break. That's 2 minutes for cross-checking on Lowray, which was the initial penalty. Then 2 minutes for roughing on Theisling and Estapa.
Michigan car break there that they got the 2 penalties on each team to not cancel out the power play. So Michigan will get a power play, and they got to take advantage. It looks like the officials are discussing something.
9:20 to go in the second period. Ohio State up 3-1. Jared Greenspan here alongside Peter Nasr. Josh Tenzer, our third man, will be back for the third period. Ohio State and Michigan. So right now, both teams have 4 players on the ice. Or Ohio State has 4, Michigan has 5. The referees are still discussing the situation here. It was pretty clearly announced that 2 separate penalties were incurred by Ohio State, so not sure what the holdup is.
Yeah, Lowry is no longer now. It looks like they switched to the second penalty is going to. It looks like Cassidy's going to go into the box for the Buckeyes to serve that roughing penalty.
So they might have gotten the wrong guy there. Referees still all over near the Ohio State bench. Now one skates back along the ice, informing the public address announcer, who hopefully will inform us. Long stoppage here following the skirmish in front of the net.
Either way, though, it's going to be a power play for Michigan, and they got to capitalize on this power play.
3-1 Buckeyes on top, 39-9. They're out shooting the Wolverines. Fantilli, Duke, Hughes, Samoskevich, and TJ Hughes out there for Michigan. And the power play starts now. Duke is tripped up behind the net. Dylan Duke gets to it, wraps around to the circle, give to the point for Luke Hughes. Now on the right side, it's Samoskevich at the circle. Back for Hughes, lets it rip, knocked away. The rebound is missed. TJ Hughes had a chance. Samoskevich sends it back with a backhand out in front, and Luke Hughes gets to it.
That's a huge save by Dobesh on that second rebound chance on the power play here.
Fantilli out in front. Lost the handle on the backhand, fighting with Ohio State's Duke. Hughes gets to it, sprays it across the ice to the near side for Samoskevich. Wraps it around behind the net. It goes awry from Dobesh. Fantilli back to Duke. Duke behind the net with the backhand, moves his way to the circle, leaves it for Samoskevich. Skirts around a defender at the circle. Samoskevich cross to the left circle. Fantilli's shot is saved by Dobesh, the high riser, and Dobesh gloves it out of the air.
Dobesh really sharp on this penalty kill for the Buckeyes. But Michigan's they've gotten some good opportunities. They have to, 1:14 left to go on the power play for the Wolverines. They got to keep this going, and maybe you'll get one behind Dobesh and make this a fresh new hockey game. But you have to take advantage of this power play. Even if you don't score, keep the momentum going. And so far, they've gotten some confidence building. We'll see if they can keep that going.
Fresh line for Michigan. It's Brindley who wins the faceoff. Truscott at the blue line, given the right side for McGroarty. His pass is intercepted by an Ohio State player skating through the neutral zone with 3 Wolverines. Michigan trying to win it back, and the Wolverines do. Michigan's got to get back down the ice in a hurry, taking its time a little bit here, looking to resettle. Under a minute to go on the power play, and it's loose in front for Ohio State, knocked away by Portillo. Michigan can't even get it out of its own zone. Up a man. Here comes Jackson Hallam. Hallam across the middle, through the neutral zone, across the blue line now, at the right circle, wraps around behind the net. Brindley to it first. Brindley at the circle. Leaves it for Truscott. Truscott chasing after it. It's dumped off to Hallam. Hallam behind the net. Wraps around to the right circle for McGroarty. McGroarty up top to Seamus Casey. Casey giving the left side, Truscott. 25 seconds left in the power play. Michigan has just 2 shots on this power play. Casey gets it back at the right circle. 19 seconds in the power play. Along the back line, out in front, Hallam whiffed. Dunlap has it for Ohio State, lost it. McGroarty chasing after it. 12 seconds on the power play, and it's knocked all the way down the ice. Portillo out of his net to get it, and it looks like this is going to be an empty power play trip for the Wolverines. That pass, looking for Moyle in the middle. Ohio State gets it. Cassidy fighting with Edwards on the near side. Cassidy to the circle for the Buckeyes. Wraps around behind Portillo's net as Casey gets to it. Casey looking towards the middle. It winds its way to Brickley instead with the stretch pass. That goes awry. Edwards has it in the middle for LaPointe. LaPointe skating around the logo. His pass deflected. Winds it all the way down the ice for Ohio State for Brickley. That's knocked the other way out in front at the circle. Big hit laid along the boards by Casey and LaPointe. Moyle through the neutral zone. Moyle with the backhand. Pinballs around the boards, jostling with Brickley behind the net. Granowitz in there as well. Moyle at the circle. Give to the point. Now across to the near side for Kiernan out in front. Granowitz was there, so was Brickley for Ohio State, and he knocks it away. Brickley with Granowitz. Kiernan lays a hit. Granowitz gets it back on the backhand. Give to the point for Pearson. Pearson skating in. Lets it rip. It's high. Sailing above the net. Brickley gets to it. Clears it. Kiernan at the point again. Across. Sent out in front. Knocked away. Samoskevich was there. Kiernan can't get to it. Now he's in a foot race with an Ohio State player who flips it down the ice. Portillo out of his net to get it. And Michigan will resettle. It's played behind the net to the near side for Dylan Duke. Duke to Samoskevich, and that's knocked away by Ohio State. Dunlap has it in the neutral zone, across to the far side. Here come the Buckeyes. That shot's high. Karams all the way back to the neutral zone on the right side. Fantilli skates after it. Ohio State controls. Dunlap hit by Samoskevich. Here come the Buckeyes at the faceoff circle. Sent in front, nobody's home. And the Buckeyes corral as Yost has fallen very quiet here tonight. 5:30 left in the second period. Buckeyes up 3-1. Pearson lays a hit. It's wrapped around to the near side by the Buckeyes, working with Kiernan. Ohio State settles down to the near side. Regala out in front. It's a scrum, knocked away. Michigan has it. Fantilli loops it down, looking for Samoskevich. A big hit in front of the ref and the Michigan bench. The puck caroms behind Michigan's net, and now a whistle with 5:06 to play in the second period. And it looks like we'll have a face-off in Ohio State's end.
Yeah, that big hit, trying to get a little life back into this crowd and into this team. Because after that power play, have not been able to sustain momentum. thought there was going to be a penalty for a second, but no. Face-off in the Ohio State zone, and let's see if they can capitalize.
Gavin Brindley set to take the face-off against Guzzo for Ohio State, who has one of 3 Buckeye goals. Brindley wins it. Sent across to Truscott. Truscott sprays it in front, knocked away by Dobesh. Brindley gets it back at the circle. Now it's Hallam. Hallam whiffs again on the shot, and here comes Ohio State. Truscott, the lone man, back. Buckeyes down the near side with the backhand, knocked away. Was looking for a second player, and now the net has been knocked off again with 4:50 left in the second period. So we've seen a few times tonight Michigan just whiffing on its shot attempts, and it almost cost them another goal there.
Yeah, the puck's been hopping on them a few times.
And it's going to be a late penalty here on Hallam, who whiffed the shot and then I think tried to hook the Ohio State player who was heading the other way. So now Michigan, already on its heels, has to play a man down for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, this becomes a huge penalty kill for the Wolverines. You have to kill this off. Cannot go down 3 with the way that this game has been going. And
Estapa wins the face-off. Ohio State quickly gets it back, given the right side for Holiday. Holiday lets it fly, and it sails into the children near the Michigan hockey band over the boards.
switching sides and where this face-off's going to be. But yeah, Michigan got to kill this off. Like we said, 8 seconds. They gave up a shot already. Got to win a face-off. Not won many defensively, which has given Ohio State some good opportunities. So they got to get one here. Get the puck out of there. And
Estapa taking the face-off for Michigan, and the Wolverines win it. It's wrapped around behind the net all the way to the far side for Wise. Wise give up top for Loré. His shot deflected. Winds its way to Holiday on the near side near the circle. Holiday in the corner. Sends out in front. Wise with the shot. He scores! A low-lying shot tucked into the right corner of the net. It's squirmed by Portillo, and Ohio State converts 23 seconds into its power play to take a 4-1 lead.
And once again, a power play goal for Ohio State. Moving the puck well on it, getting good looks, and they capitalize there. It's a 3-goal game, and they've sucked the life out of this building.
And it's the second time tonight that the Buckeyes have scored very quickly on their power play. Just very efficient, and Michigan unable to even have any chance, really, at stopping Ohio State on the power play. 42 shots now in the game for the Buckeyes, who have taken a commanding 4-1 lead. Pass across the ice, taken by Casey, given the middle. TJ Hughes has a lane and a whistle here. We'll see what the call was.
I believe they called it offsides.
Offsides on TJ Hughes, who
just got in a little early there.
Scooted behind the defense.
It's what looks like a good chance there, but Michigan forced have to win a face-off in the neutral zone.
And Hughes able to win it against Guzzo. Now the puck is free. Lapointe takes a spill as Duke spins away from him. Feeds Brickley across. His pass deflected in the neutral zone. It's taken by Hughes. Now winds its way back to Edwards. Edwards with the stretch pass to Hughes in the neutral zone, working with Brickley, digging it out. And now the puck is loose, sprays towards Ohio State's end. Duke working with TJ Hughes. And TJ Hughes with a big hit on Duke, who takes a spill. And that's a whistle. I think that might draw a penalty.
He's going to the box for that. He held him, brought him down, and that's exactly what you cannot have if you're Michigan, because now you have to kill off another penalty late in the second period. Not real chance to get any momentum going into the third.
And it is as expected. 2 minutes for holding on TJ Hughes, and Michigan just completely unraveling here. That is the sort of undisciplined play that will not fly, especially when you're already facing a 3-goal deficit. Wise will take the face-off deep in Michigan's end against Brindley. Michigan back on the defense here. Another Ohio State power play. Buckeyes have it at the blue line. Give to the right side for Holiday. Now for Loré. Loré back at the right circle. Holiday. Loré at the point. Holiday weaves toward the circle. Loré scoots in. Back to Holiday. Quick shot goes wide. Karams all the way back into the neutral zone. Loré retrieves, and he backpedals in towards his own end, pursued by Brindley. And that pass goes awry. Brindley trying to get to it first, and he does. Now to the near side, still in the Ohio State end. Hallam in pursuit. Buckeyes have it, sent across. Now Loré skating through with some momentum. Karams off the near side boards to Wise behind the net. LaPointe fighting for it. Jostling on the near side now. Wise has it at the point. Power play nearly a minute gone by. That shot is deflected in front by Portillo. Ohio State gets it back on the near side in the circle. Buckeyes content to go slowly here. Lowry has it at the point. Give to the right circle now. Quick shot, and it's another goal for the Buckeyes. A shot just to the left of the right circle. And it's a goal for Ohio State. That's Travis Traylor, his second of the game. And the floodgates have opened in Yost. It's 5-1 Buckeyes.
Yeah, you put it back. The floodgates have opened. 2 power play goals here late in this second period. The third goal in this period for Ohio State. It's 5-1, and with the shot being 44-12, you expect a score line like this. Michigan hung around as much as they could, and Ohio State has taken advantage, and they've finally been able to capitalize and get the 4 goals in this period.
3 power play goals for Ohio State as well. Stern, long countenances alongside the Michigan sideline right now. That's squirmed in front. Dylan Duke taps it in with the left. And Michigan able to bring this place back to life just a little bit. It's 5-2.
You needed that. That's perfect if you're Michigan. Just get some momentum back. Get this crowd into it before the intermission. You still have 2:28 to go here in the second period, which is enough time to get something where you could get some more momentum here. Going into the third, Michigan scored 5 goals last Friday night in their exhibition game. So keep it close. Maybe try and get a couple more opportunities here and get right back in this game.
A very unsuspecting opportunity there. Michigan went down the ice quickly after winning the faceoff and a defensive lapse by Ohio State. No one had Dylan Duke on the back post, and he knocked it home with the backhand. Let's see if Michigan can keep this newfound momentum up. 5-2 Ohio State with the lead. 2:17 here in the second period. Fantilli leaves it for Truscott. Truscott wraps it around for Duke. Now Ohio State coming through. Dunlap. A big hit is laid on Dunlap down the near side by Hughes along the boards. Played towards the middle. McWordy trying to get to it first. So Ohio State comes back. That's Guzzo who has it. Now sprayed to another Buckeye. Flips it down the far side. Portillo out of his net to get it. Plays it along the boards. McWordy and Truscott digging it out. Edwards has it. Flips along the back end for Estapa. Estapa further down the ice to Duke. Brindley has it. Skating through the neutral zone. Lost the handle. Wise got it. Now Estapa has it. Back to Brindley. Brindley lets it rip. Saved by Dobesh. Estapa with a big hit along the boards. Michigan playing a little better after that goal, a little freer. Still a long way to go. Down 5-2 and being outshot 44-14. Under a minute to play in the second period. Wise has it deep in his end, and then a big hit, and that's going to be a penalty. Hallam got it away from Wise and then hit the deck in the circle. And so Michigan has another chance here to get a goal in before we head to intermission.
Michigan's has been playing quick on the pucks here this after school. Tripping is the call, but Michigan's been playing quickly since getting that goal. And if you could score here on this power play with 50 seconds left, you got yourselves a great opportunity here.
That's 2 minutes for tripping on Duke. So Michigan will roll with Fantilli, Duke, Hughes, the other Hughes, and Samoskevich. It's a top-line power play unit. Michigan trying to get a goal here and make this a much more manageable deficit. The refs are over there talking to Michigan's bench right now. Not sure what the discourse is. 52.4 ticks left in the second period.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about here, but faceoff will be to Dubesh's left eventually. And they're reviewing it maybe for
I don't know what
major.
I was going to say, I'm not sure what they're reviewing here because from the naked eye, it seemed like a pretty blatant foul.
Unless they upgrade it. That's the only thing I can see. They're trying to see if they can upgrade it. Maybe like a knee or something. We'll see if they show us a replay here in Yost. But But either way, I assume they're going to get a power play. We'll see how long it is. If it becomes a 5-minute major, that's the perfect opportunity for the Wolverines.
Ohio State 3 of 5 in converting its power play opportunities. Michigan just 1 of 5. That, in so many ways, tells the story of the game. Could be a much different result if the Wolverines were able to convert on the power play. And as of now, the Wolverines will have another chance at redemption here. Down 5-2 with 52.4 seconds left in period number 2.
Trying to see what they're looking for.
We are perched.
We're right above where the referees are.
How good are your eyes, Peter?
Not great. Not great.
Not sure what they're looking at either. We are not a great view for us, a good aerial view of the ice, except there's a giant concrete steel something, a giant pillar connected to the beams of the ceiling right to our right, 2 feet away from us. We could reach out and touch it. That is obscuring all of our view from the right half of the ice. So
gets you to lean a lot, gets you
frantically leaning forward to see the far side of that end and then leaning back to see the near side. Makes life very difficult. The refs have just taken off their headsets. Let's see what the call is. A lot hanging in the balance here, depending on the call of this.
Here's the call. Wow.
And it is a crucial call that goes the Wolverines' way. It's a 5-minute major on Duke.
For kneeing, I believe.
And it did look vicious on the ice. The 5 minutes certainly warranted, and a prime chance for Michigan to get right back in this game all of a sudden.
Now remember, a goal on a 5-minute major keeps the power play going. You will have 5 minutes of power play, 52 seconds of those, which will be right now. As they start the clock, they're going to reset the clock. But this is a perfect opportunity for the Wolverines, ending the second period and going into the third. You scored that 1 goal late to make it a 3-goal game, and now you have a chance to cut back into this deficit a little bit more.
And this game is far from over. You could sense that the crowd knows it, the way they reacted to that major penalty. Michigan, 6th in the nation. They're not just going to go away quietly. It's going to take their best, though, against a quality opponent like number 8, Ohio State. Another whistle here. We're not sure what's going on. I think they need to reset the clock after they dropped the faceoff a tad prematurely.
The referee's over near where the Buckeyes enter the ice, because Duke left the ice because the period's going to end soon. So I don't know what is going on. The referees are heading into the referee half circle to discuss a little bit.
A lot of confusion right now. Michigan just ready to get its power play started.
Looks like they're all set, though.
TJ Hughes, Luke Hughes, Adam Fantilli, Dylan Duke, whose brother just gifted Michigan a 5-minute power play, and Mackie Samoskevich are the 5 on the ice for Michigan. On the kill for Ohio State, it's Laurie, Singleton.
It looks like
so I think the deal was that Duke left the box prematurely. He's got to go sit in there.
Yeah.
He's back
I don't
now.
know why. There's only 52 seconds left, and it's a major, so he's not going to be able to come back in at all this period.
And the Buckeyes quickly win. And coming the other way is Singleton out in front. The backhand. It's a goal. A stunning goal. Short-handed. The Buckeyes won the faceoff, and then Singleton raced down the ice. And he was joined, I believe, by Guzzo, who tapped it home with the backhand. And this place is stunned.
That's the single worst thing that could have happened. If you win the faceoff, but you have nobody there, and the Buckeyes just pick it up and they go right on a rush on a 2-on-1, and they get the puck past Portillo, and 6-2. When Michigan had a chance to maybe make it a 2-goal game, it's suddenly a 4-goal game with 45 seconds left. A penalty, a shorthanded goal, that's a killer.
7 seconds into the power play, Ohio State strikes. A killer indeed. Any semblance of momentum has evaporated. 45 seconds left in the second period. Michigan just trying to end this disastrous period, being outscored 5-1. Seamus Casey has it in Michigan's end, spinning away from an Ohio State player, leaves it behind him for Brindley through the neutral zone, up the left side, Truscott. Back to Brindley, a little too far in front of him. Brindley trying to dig it out with Hallam as Laurie holds it right along the boards. They're jabbing at it along those boards behind Dobesh, and now it's sent down the ice. Truscott in pursuit, lumbering after it down the near side in Michigan's end with 10 seconds to play. McGroarty skating through, evades a defender at the circle, out in front, across, Brindley with the shot. Truscott had a clean shot at a rebound. It didn't quite hit his stick, and that's a fitting, deflating end to an unbelievable period for Ohio State. The Wolverines knocked on their heels and then knocked down again, down 6-2, being outshot 45-16. They allowed 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal. Just a stunning turn of events in this game tonight.
Yeah, Michigan 3 for 4 on the power play. Ohio State is, and plus a shorthanded goal too. 4 of their 6 goals have come on the during special teams. So if you're Michigan, that's not good, obviously. And that killer goal at the end to make it a 4-goal game. But like I said, last week Michigan scored 5 goals themselves in the third period. So stick with us. This game's not over yet. They got 4:08 of power play. You could score multiple goals with that and get right back in this game, but that was a deflating end to the period.
Game's not over. It would have really been a game if Michigan did not allow that shorthanded goal, because then Michigan's down just 3, and the Wolverines have the power play now. Not quite so. 6-2 Ohio State. Michigan will still have upwards of 4 minutes left in that major penalty on the other half.
Looks like we got Kent Johnson and Nick Blankenberg shooting the Meyer-Scoro.
Take it away, Peter.
Down the, just misses.
These
Have a
guys,
foot off.
they think they're NHL players. They can't even do the Meyer-Scoro.
Yeah, you gotta be able to capitalize here. Get the crowd going before this third period. If they could score here, I don't know what they would win, if they'd win anything, or if they're just here for fun. Oh, Teep just missed there. I don't know if they're gonna give them one more chance for fun. Nope.
They're not allowed one
Wow.
more chance. Wow.
Oh,
They have to move back.
Oh, from the blue line instead.
They're at the far blue line.
He's got it. Oh, just missed.
Premature.
Yeah, I called that one too early. Ooh, got it. Right down the middle.
So
Get this place fired up going to the third. Got to keep the crowd engaged. That's a big one there.
Blankenberg wins the score.
Remember that Scoro, remember that Meyer
The tide
Scoro.
could turn with the Scoro. It's 6-2 Ohio State over Michigan. We're going to take a little break for intermission and be back in about 8 minutes or so. For Peter Nasr, I'm Jared Greenspan. I'll be joined by Josh Tenzer on the other side of intermission. Michigan down 6-2. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Yost Arena as the University of Michigan Wolverines have scored 2 goals against the Ohio State Buckeyes, who have put 6 past Eric Portillo. My name is Joshua Tenzer. I am joined here by Jared Greenspan. Jared, the first period was not necessarily even in play, but even in score. In the second period, OSU outscored the Wolverines 5-1. What made the difference between the first 20 and the middle frame?
Josh, I'm still trying to catch my breath from that whirlwind of a second period. Just lack of execution for Michigan. What really stood out to me, besides the shorthanded goal, where Michigan was given a gift with the 5-minute major penalty by Ohio State, and then 7 seconds in, Ohio State had the shorthanded goal. But besides that, what stood out were the other 2 power plays where Ohio State scored very quickly into the power play. I don't know whether it was a lack of effort, a lack of execution, a lack of communication, but that's just way too quick to happen twice. Just very little resistance, and that's why 6 goals are on the board in Ohio State's favor.
Well, as we start this third period, there's still 4 minutes and 8 seconds left on that major penalty by Tyler Duke. It ended up being a kneeing 5-minute major. He's going to sit in the box for the 4:08 left. Michigan can score as many goals as they'd like, and they have a top 10 power play in the league. However, it hasn't been clicking tonight, and Ohio State has the single best penalty kill in the NCAA, and now they have 9 shorthanded goals to their season, which is also an NCAA best.
And that best penalty kill is showing. Michigan has not looked good on its power plays, just 1 of 5, had a few chances in that second period, and of course epitomized by the beginnings of that major penalty where Michigan, before it even had a chance to score, gave up the shorthanded goal. So the Wolverines have a lot of work to do. It's not over yet. The fans are still here. They want to get their money's worth, and Michigan's going to try to give it to them in these last 20 seconds.
Michigan also needs its top players to step up. 2 goals scored for the Michigan Wolverines, both of them by Dylan Duke, who is in his own right a great player. 10 goals, 8 assists for 18 points this season on 20 games played. But when you think about the stars on this Michigan team, he's not necessarily the first player to come to mind. Ohio State wins the draw to begin this third period, sent all the way down behind the net to Portillo. Luke Hughes captures the puck after settled by his goaltender, goes up the clean sheet of ice, and a back pass towards Fantilli. The younger Fantilli brother, projected to be 2nd overall in the NHL draft behind a generational talent, Connor Bedard. Luke Hughes stops the puck at the blue line on the near side, and the puck is cleared by number 15 in red, Cam Thiesing. Thiesing, one of the more physically aggressive players from Ohio State so far this game. TJ Hughes with the puck at the blue line tried to do a little spin-a-rooney, keep the puck moving down the end boards. Blocked away and cleared down the ice by Ohio State.
Michigan needs a goal on this power play. They have to be aggressive here.
At least one. You have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to score as many as you can. Seamus Casey at the blue line with the puck for the Wolverines, being pestered by Guzzo, who wins the puck and sends it all the way down towards Portillo.
Very little doing so far.
Despite Michigan being on the power play, it doesn't feel like it. They're barely able to get any sustained offensive zone time. Wolverines, Seamus Casey, cross the defensive blue line through center ice, pass back to Brindley on the right side. Brindley to McGroarty at the boards on the near side. Michigan shooting on the right-handed net. McGroarty at the face-off circle, fakes a shot, tries to go cross ice. Guzzo gets a stick in the way, deflects the pass. Doesn't go out of the zone. Shot, that's blocked in front by Burnside. He'll lose his stick, but Ohio State controls the puck, sends it down to Portillo. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the power play.
And I think, Josh, when you said it doesn't feel like Michigan is on an advantage, that was spot on. It really doesn't.
The only way you can tell is that there's no icing when Ohio State sends the puck all the way down. Brindley on the right side through center ice, past the blue line into the offensive zone. TJ Hughes tries to send the puck behind the net. He does successfully. Brindley is waiting for him. Brindley pinned to the boards. Keeps on fighting, sends it over towards the near side. Truscott at the point, over to the left side, slap shot on the one-timer. That's deflected in front. Good positioning by Cole McWard, one of the defensive stalwarts for Ohio State. Brindley passes towards the slot. Deflection by TJ Hughes goes just wide of the net. Dobesh would have been there anyways. Great lateral movement by the goalie from Czechia. And now Ohio State breaks in. A deflection off of Brindley sends the puck towards Portillo. He's sprawled out still. The puck ended up resting on the netting behind the goal. Ohio State knocks the puck free, but Michigan controls the play for now. Dylan Duke looking for the hat trick on the left side. Wraparound. Pass to Samuels. Kevin shot off the back of the glove, and the moorings come off on the net. And with 1:14 left in the power play, 7:06 left in the third period, the score remains 6-2 Buckeyes.
And remember, Ohio State has already scored a shorthanded goal on this power play, but if we're just talking about the power play in this third period, you can make an argument that Ohio State has generated the best chance.
TJ Hughes taking the face-off for the Wolverines. Loses the draw, and the puck is cleared all the way back down to Portillo. Luke Hughes in pursuit of the puck. Collects behind his own net. Breaks up down Broadway through center ice. Splits two defenders. The puck goes just out of his reach, though. He has to catch up with it before getting a shot, and it'll end up behind the net. The puck tried to get to Sam Oskevich. Attempting that pass was number 13 in maize and blue, I believe, TJ Hughes. Deflected off Ohio State defender's stick. 40 seconds to go for the penalty kill for OSU. Keaton Pearson behind the net with the puck. It's been right behind the goal line for about 20 seconds now. Pearson breaks on through, and it appears that the University of Michigan is going to be called for too many men on the ice. They did have 6 men. That's a real ticky-tacky call.
And there are 30 seconds left before it's official, but this has been a disaster of a power play for Michigan. No sustained chances on offense. They haven't been down in Ohio State's end for more than 30 seconds at a time. The Buckeyes have a shorthanded goal, and now Michigan gets called for a penalty on the power play with too many men on the ice, which, a stickler of a call or not, it just can't happen.
Serving that will be the 2-time goal scorer, Dylan Duke. We're going to get 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then Ohio State will have a minute-and-a-half power play cut short if they score. You just know that with the 2 Duke brothers in the box and no plane of glass separating them, just a scorer's table, there's going to be some jawing back and forth there. Wolverines win the face-off in the defensive zone. Struggling to clear, but keeping control of the puck is Nolan Moyle, breaking down the right side. Tries to get past his defender, McWard, and he cannot. McWard poke checks the puck away. Fantilli keeps the puck in, though, at the blue line. Sends it from the near side to the far side, taken away by Ohio State. That was Patrick Guzzo. Flips the puck in for McWard. And the puck bounces. Picked up by Halem. Ohio State returned to full strength. And, the Ohio State Duke brother, Tyler Duke, moves his way to the bench, gets a fresh set of legs on the ice. Wise survives the hit from Pearson on the near side, entering the offensive zone. Passes the puck to Trelauer, who cycles the puck over towards the right wing for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Pass goes up to the left side of Portillo, and the shot is knocked away by the goaltender's pads. And the puck goes all the way back behind for Dobesh. Dobesh settles it, brings it in front towards his crease, and passes forward. Wise moving in on the left side, as he so often does. Truscott gets the puck and rings it hard round the sideboards, all the way back to Dobesh. 36 seconds left in the Michigan penalty kill. Ohio State's break-in pass misses its target. Truscott couldn't get there first. Ohio State still has control. Lorai, by the Big Ten logo at the point, glides over towards the right side, back to the point, over to the left now, pass to Wise, back to the point, shot. That goes off the very edge of the pads for Portillo. He makes the save. 12 seconds left on the penalty kill for Michigan. Halem pestering Lorai, who gets the pass off to Trelauer on the right side. Halem steals it back. It's a 2-on-1 chance for the Wolverines, and a shot. Save made by Dobesh. Diving forward after some lateral movement, going from left to right, and now Ohio State right back. Halliday shot blocked by Pearson. Halliday another shot taken away by the blocker of Portillo. 14 minutes to go. The score is still 6-2. Edwards on the near side tries a bank pass, intercepted by Ohio State. Tyler Duke. Edwards gets the puck right back, though. Glides around through center ice crease. The center ice logo. and the puck is flipped up out of play by Ohio State, bounced off of a Michigan stick. So it'll be a face-off to Dobesh's left. No delay of game penalty.
Well, a small victory there for Michigan. The Wolverines able to fend off Ohio State on the power play and avoid making things any uglier here inside Yost. And with 13:44 left in the third period, it's about the small victories for Michigan.
Wolverines lose the draw, chase the puck down. Keeping in the offensive zone, they cannot, as the puck is flipped up over McGroarty and Casey, who both stuck their arms up, trying to knock the puck down. Ohio State has a chance. Dunlap shot. That goes left of the net. Michigan gets the rebound. Keenan Draper breaks through the right side, pushes his defender away, but the defender sticks to him like glue. TJ Hughes gets around a defender's shot. That's popped up in the air, punched away by the blocker of Dobesh. Ohio State clears the zone. Wolverines keep the pressure on, though. Casey with the puck, skates in towards the right wing. Taken down, hit by Duke. Cross-crease pass for Moyle, just deflected out of the way. Moyle couldn't get the shot off. And it's going to be another penalty on Tyler Duke. This one will be for tripping once the play stops. Michigan has the extra man on. The puck is knocked away. Fantilli clears the zone. Wolverines fully leave the offensive zone. Seamus Casey in control of the puck. Back to Luke Hughes behind the defensive blue line. Hughes breaks through the right side. Three defenders swarm him. Pinned to the corner. Back to Adam Fantilli. LaPointe over to the left side off of Semeskovich's skate. And finally Ohio State will touch up. 12:25 left to go in the third period. And there's going to be a penalty on, again, Tyler Duke. I believe that is his 6th and 7th penalty minute because he had the major earlier. And it'll be a power play opportunity for the Wolverines. Try to get a little bit more momentum going as we enter about halfway through this third period.
By the way we're sitting, we're staring right at a little below eye level with the Jumbotron, and I just, beyond the 6-2 score, it's the 48-18 shot disparity that is just staring me right in the face.
Michigan is no stranger to being outshot, especially last year with the way they play, but they were able to convert on their shots. This game, not only can they not convert, being outshot by a factor of almost 3 is excessive, to say the least. Wolverines keep the puck in the zone. Fantilli on the right side. TJ Hughes tries a deflection in the high slot, gets on goal, knocked away by Dobesh easily. It was a slow roller of a puck. Adam Fantilli. Over to Luke Hughes at the point. Back to Fantilli. Shot. That's blocked by the shins of, Cole McWard.
Michigan 1 of 6 on the power play tonight. What can the Wolverines do on opportunity 7, 40 seconds in?
Luke Hughes tripped up, and it's going to be a 5-on-3, and the head coach for Ohio State, Steve Rolick, Wisconsin alum, stands on the bench and yells, "He just fell," which,
need to see
they're
another
saying
replay of that.
because it's Luke Hughes going to the box for embellishment.
The boos are cascading down inside Yost. On first look, I thought Hughes just fell. We'll need to see that again. I don't know if we'll be given the chance to, but I thought he just fell.
Wow.
And certainly the way the Ohio State bench reacted. Let's see. They're showing us the replay now.
He's being slashed, and he falls down. I mean,
he was being slashed.
It's not a trip, that's for sure.
Yes.
He slashed up high 2 or 3 times. Wolverines lose the draw. Immediately, Bricky gets a shot off. Portillo saves it, though. Gavin Brindley with the puck for the Wolverines. And that's the second straight power play that the Wolverines have cut short, not by scoring a goal, but by giving a penalty to Ohio State.
Right, so beyond them not being able to convert on their power play, they're allowing goals and conceding minutes by committing penalties themselves.
Halem skates into the offensive zone for the Wolverines, tries a wraparound, spins, and sends the puck back towards Brindley. Pardon me. Casey still fighting on the near side. Halem pokes the puck out loose, collected by Ohio State, and offsides, I believe, will be the call. 10:56 left in the third period. University of Michigan being outshot 19-49 and being outscored 6-2.
And you were hoping that Michigan would come out in the third period with some life. They started with the major. They've gotten a few other opportunities on the power play, but it just really feels like this game is dragging along to the inevitable end.
Wolverines tied up on the draw. McGroarty gets the puck, sends it back for Edwards. Back to McGroarty at the point of the defensive zone, sent towards Edwards, skates into the offensive zone, trying to get the puck to Estapa. Estapa hasn't made much of a difference today, but I think that's the first time he's touched the puck in quite a while. Couldn't make the deflection work. Ohio State with the puck in the offensive zone now on the near side. And Burnside was hit up high. It looks like by the puck. He's holding his chin/neck area. Michigan keeps on playing on, though.
He comes off the ice.
Ohio State has a 2-on-none opportunity. Singleton to Halliday on the right side. Shot, goal!
And that is a walk in the park, as easy as they'll come.
Ohio State intercepts the D-to-D pass in the neutral zone. A 2-on-0, just one pass. Goes to the right side, and Halliday makes this a 5-goal game with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left.
And Ohio State is just mangling Michigan.
It's also a power play goal, so that'll cut that short. That's another, that appears, minute of power play time for Ohio State before they scored that goal. Tough look for Michigan. I mean, the coach's bench right beside us is silent when that goal went in. And allowing a 2-on-0 and getting no sort of reaction from your coaches. That's just kind of the game it's been so far.
I was going to say it's that kind of night here inside Yost.
Celebrating 100 years of Michigan hockey here.
Ringing it in quite the wrong way.
There's still another game of the celebration tomorrow.
That's true.
But if the results hold, this will be Ohio State's first win in 6 games here at Yost Arena. First since the seniors on this team were freshmen. Nolan Moyle takes a shot from the blue line. That goes high over the net. Just a floater. And Ohio State clears the puck, bouncing off the boards. Leslie fights off Kiernan. Kiernan takes down his man. And from his stomach, Leslie tries to send the puck in towards Portillo. Deflected away by LaPointe. Pearson on the left side sends the puck in. Dump and chase. And Michigan gets 5 new, fresh players on the ice. Draper with a late hit. A little lackadaisical chasing down an Ohio State defender. Had already made the pass right in front of the ref, but the ref let it go. Shot by Ohio State. Blocked by Michigan out front. That was Michael Gildon with the shot, and he has the puck back on the left side, taken away by Fantilli, the younger of the two brothers. Adam Fantilli tries to get around his man. He cannot. That was Larkin, no association with Dylan Larkin for Ohio State, taking away the puck, and it'll be icing as Edwards outraces any players from Ohio State to the red line. Michigan will have an offensive zone draw, 8:44 remaining. It's a 5-goal game still. OSU up 7-2.
Some of the crowd directly across from us has filtered out a little bit, but for a 7-2 game that is all but over, a lot of people still sticking around inside Yost. Not exactly making any noise, but they're here.
The children of Yost are loyal to a fault.
Decked out in neon today.
Ohio State with control of the puck in the offensive zone. Gildon knocked off the puck by Hughes. Portillo catches the loose puck behind his net, sends it forward for Brindley on the left side. Brindley gets around his defender. Can he outrace Tyler Duke? The answer is yes. Gets the puck, sends it over towards the right side. And finally, Ohio State will take control. Luke Hughes keeps the puck in, but a stick check from Cassidy makes sure he can't play it. Tyler Duke shot. That's deflected high over the netting. Almost caught.
You know,
and that's why you got to keep your eye on the play at all times, folks.
And maybe, we have a fight.
Tyler Duke getting into it with
Mackie Samaskevich is in there at the bottom of it.
And there's another wrestling match. Some punches being thrown.
That's a big one there.
That's John Larkin.
And Jackson Hollum.
Larkin has Hollum in some sort of arm lock, it looks like. And there's more fighting going on. The refs are doing quite literally nothing about this.
2 refs are merely watching as a Michigan player and Ohio State player go at it on 3 separate tussles.
So you have one linesman trying to break up one fight, another linesman all the way on the other side of the ice, and the 2 refs just eating popcorn and watching. And you know what? Tomorrow's going to be an interesting game.
And that's just frustration showing right there for Michigan, down 7-2, marching slowly to the finish line in this game. They don't want to play right now. They want to be in the locker room, and it's a bad look right there to be engaging in 3 separate fights, down 7-2.
There's something about hockey, football, the more aggressive contact sports, where if you're playing a heated rival and the game is going as it is, it's a blowout, it's late in the game, there's something that says, sure, they're going to win on the scorecards, but we're going to take a chunk out of them. Right or wrong, depends on your perspective of how sports should be played, but there's something especially about hockey. You'll see this in some of the lower level leagues, not necessarily the NHL all the time, but the game becomes dirtier, becomes more physical. Sure, especially because it's the NCAA, you're playing them tomorrow, right? You're still playing OSU the very next day, so you're going to make them not want to play you. Like the Philadelphia Flyers this year in the NHL, sure, they lose every single game, but you're never going to have an easy night if you head to Philadelphia. If Philadelphia comes to you, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to have ice packs the next day on all your body parts.
To counter that, you would make them not want to play you. That works. If you're Ohio State right now, you'd want to play Michigan every match.
That is also very true.
7-2 in effortless fashion.
That is also very, very true. The captains having a discussion with the referee at the time. 2 players in the box for both teams. That's Brindley and Halem for Michigan, and Larkin and Duke.
Fitting right now as the DJ has turned to play my own worst enemy. Michigan has been its own worst enemy tonight. Undisciplined, haven't been able to execute or capitalize on any chances.
I'm looking through the stat sheet now. I don't think they have a thing that says last time Michigan allowed 50 shots in a game, but I can't imagine it's recent.
I would say by the fact that they don't have it, if that is true, then yes, that's because it doesn't happen all that often. 50-19 the shot
They
total. Do they have it?
February 28th, 2020 against Minnesota. So not actually that far away.
I was calling that game.
Really?
Don't ask me the score, but I will find it. February 28th, you said?
February 28th, 2020 against Minnesota. That was I think the last game in the before times.
Okay, well, I have bad news for you listeners, because clearly I'm some sort of harbinger of bad luck here for Michigan hockey. And the bad news is I'll be back on the call tomorrow.
Well, new game, new day.
Let's see. I'm struggling to find it.
We got 2 researchers on this at this exact moment.
Who's going to get to it
Perhaps
first?
a third. We do have a third, it looks like, all 3 members.
We don't have a 3-man booth for nothing. I'm going to get to it first, though.
I have bad news for you. You are not.
I did not get to it first.
4-1 win for Michigan.
No, it's February.
Oh, sorry, you're right. I didn't get to it first. Is this the wrong
year?
This is the wrong year. Oh, no.
We are in a mad scramble.
February, what was the score? What was the game?
Was it at Minnesota or Michigan?
Versus Michigan, so versus Minnesota, rather. February 28th.
2020. Wait, Peter had it.
That's...
So they were at Minnesota and tied 2-2. In that case, I wouldn't have been calling that game.
All right.
Maybe that was it.
Well, I'm glad we settled that.
But it says versus Minnesota. We're very confused up here.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
So it looks like Michigan is going to get the major penalty here. 5 minutes assessed to Jackson Halem. And I think a game misconduct as well, so he's going to go to the locker room for the rest of the game. Dylan Duke will be serving those 5 minutes. Taylor Duke gets 2 minutes as well. So it's a 4-on-4. And a stick save goes wrong for Portillo. He has to lean back and knock the puck back down. He had his his stick angled like a ramp. Puck bounces off of it, almost over his head and into the goal. Luckily, he was able to reach up with the glove and send the puck away. That's a mistake as a goaltender you really only make once. with using your stick as a ramp and letting the puck go over you. I remember a long time ago, back in my playing days, I let the puck go up and over my stick and then bounced off the top of my helmet and in. It was an overtime game, and that you don't forget that. Seamus Casey with the puck in neutral zone. 7 minutes left in this game. This last period just seemed to stretch on for eternity. Fantilli's shot, that goes behind the net. Casey in control on the right side. Casey splits 2 defenders, some of the best stick handling I've seen today, and finally a third defender comes in and pokes the puck away.
It would be fortuitous for Michigan to end this game on a positive note. As you mentioned, heading into tomorrow, again, these teams are going to play each other in less than 24 hours.
There was a little collision between Michigan and Dobesh, and it appears that there is going to be a penalty? No, it doesn't appear to be so. I'm unsure of what the stoppage was because it's not icing. But, it looked like the net was off its moorings back by Dobesh. After the collision with the Michigan player, Dobesh stumbled backwards and knocked the puck off the net off of its moorings, pardon me.
.6:33 left here in the third.
University of Michigan wins the face-off. They have won 28 compared to Ohio State's 27, but it feels like all the important ones have gone the way of the Buckeyes.
There's also been a few times where Michigan wins the face-off and then loses it very quickly thereafter.
Michigan collects the bouncing puck behind Dobesh, and the puck flips up out of play. There'll be a face-off behind Dobesh, and Larkin and Brindley, as well as Tyler Duke, are all out of the penalty box now. Still 2:56 left to serve for the elder Duke brother, who's taking the spot of Jackson Halem. The face-off will be to the right of Dobesh. Michigan shorthanded for the next 2:56. Ohio State with control of the puck after the face-off. Slowly gliding up the center of the ice. Now maybe sometimes you'll say, okay, it's 7-2, 5 minutes left. Let's not anger anyone. We still gotta play them tomorrow. 7-2 is a great win. But when it's a rivalry game like this, that does not apply.
They'll keep scoring if they can, that's for sure.
Wise going up against Granowitz for the face-off. This is to the right of Portillo. Ohio State wins. The puck goes back for McWard. McWard sends it round the boards. Halliday on the left side. Pardon me, the right side. Passes back to behind the net. Back over to Halliday at the face-off circle to Portillo's left. McWard on the left wing for Ohio State. Back to the point, back to McWard at the face-off circle. Glides in, shot, deflects off a Draper, sticking out of play. 2:18 now remaining in the power play. 5:30 left to go in this game.
The band's not allowed to leave early.
No, they are not. And they still have to go through the motions, still the Moose song. If you're looking forward to more Michigan games, perhaps not hockey, I believe you're doing another broadcast that isn't hockey.
Women's basketball against Michigan State. In-state rivalry live from Chrysler Center. Tips off at 2 p.m. tomorrow. You'll want to tune into that one.
So you're telling me I can get a double feature by listening right here on WCBN Sports?
Back to back.
Michigan battling for the puck behind its net. Hard check by Moyle on Thiesing, and then another hard check on by Moyle on Duke. Bricky for Ohio State in control of the puck. Passed over towards Duke. Back to Bricky on the right side. Bricky sends the puck in around the boards. Portillo settles it. Pass back up to Luke Hughes, who digs. Pardon me, that's Keenan Draper, who digs the puck over on his backhand, knocked down by Bricky. Ohio State maintains control. Draper, hard hit on Singleton, and the stick is broken. Keenan Draper's stick is snapped in two. Ohio State and Michigan battling for the puck in the near side corner. Behind Michigan's net. Clear attempt. hits off the cranium of Dunlap. This is why the NCAA requires full face bubbles, whether it's a visor and face mask NFL style or it's full bubbles. If it were the NHL, that would have been a stoppage play for sure. Ohio State glides through the center crest in the middle of the ice. McWard keeps the puck in the zone for Ohio. Back over to the right side. Behind the net, over towards the side boards. Back to Lore on the left. To the point with McWard. Lore, McWard on the right. Ohio State doing anything they want to, passing the puck back and forth before Moyle, oh my gosh, finally intercepts a pass, clears the puck away. 12 seconds left on the power play, so it looks like Michigan will successfully kill this one. Lori enters the zone. Can't get it around Edwards. Pearson takes the puck away. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Michigan trailing their bitterest rivals by 5 late in the third period. Samoskevich tries to get the puck to Duke, bounces off an Ohio State skate towards Dobesh, who had to make a reactionary save, and he does. Adam Fantilli passes the puck back to Samoskevich. Samoskevich being pestered by James Maroney, the senior out of Chaska, Minnesota. Pearson collects the puck behind his own net for the Wolverines. Drop pass left for Edwards, who again retreats to behind Portillo. Pearson tries to send the puck forward with a stretch pass, bounces off a couple bodies. LaPointe has control. The cross-ice pass for McRourty can't go. Ohio State blocks a shot. Luca Fantilli keeps the puck in the zone. Never mind, no he doesn't. It just sneaks out. 2:17 left. Score remains the same. Michigan not being outshot by a factor of 3 anymore. The shots are 52-21, so closer to 2-1 than anything else.
It's about those small victories at this point. Besides allowing that goal, Michigan's played, I guess you could say, a better third period. Probably the first period was the best. The second period was catastrophic, and the third period so-so.
Brindley lining up for the face-off. He'll be facing off against number 26 in red, Jaden Leslie, a senior out of St. Albert, Alberta. That was Leslie's first face-off today. He's a right winger naturally, and I think he was out there just for the practice.
Might as well at this point.
That's very true. Estapa knocks down a floating puck, passes to Draper on the right side. Both teams playing their perhaps less skilled players. If there's a kerfuffle at the end of this, you don't want to be left with a broken wrist on one of your guys from an errant punch or something.
No need for the frontliners to be in anymore.
Tyler Duke still buzzing, though.
As he has been all game, both in positive and negative ways.
And it'll be offsides called on Ohio State. A little bit of pushing and shoving between Messina and Moyle, the captain of the Wolverines, standing up for his team. If you like what you're hearing, you can tune in Monday through Thursday on 88.3. Thank you. I don't said 88.7. 88.3. And pardon me, Michigan, Luca Fantilli gets a penalty. 2 minutes for high sticking. So that's what the stoppage of play was. Michigan on the penalty kill again. That is, I think, their 6th penalty, something along those lines. I lost count a while ago. Pardon me, never mind. That is their 10th penalty. Forgot about the whole brouhaha from earlier this period. University of Michigan has just 1 more minute left to play in this game. I feel like it's going to be a very quiet meeting in the locker room after this. Ohio State loses the zone. A pass from Regula misses its target and goes out of bounds. Maroney can't control. Not out of bounds, out of the zone, rather. Maroney can't control. Maroney on the right side. Pass up. Ohio State enters the zone. Strong stick work by Jacob Truscott to slowly glide one of the Ohio State players, the puck handler, into the boards and make him lose possession. 24 seconds left, and this will be one that the University of Michigan Wolverines will want to forget. 15 seconds remain. Ohio State enters the zone. Edwards takes the puck away. Nolan Moyle with the puck behind Portillo. 8 seconds left. Clear. The bouncing puck rolls around for Dobesh. 3, 2, and 1. Ohio State spoils the party for Michigan on the day they're celebrating 100 years of Michigan Wolverines hockey. The score is 7-2. Michigan started early with the goal scoring, a power play goal by Dylan Duke. 8 minutes left to go in the first period, and then Ohio State scored 5 unanswered. 3 on the power play, 2 on even strength.
And it was the disastrous second period that really did Michigan in. The Wolverines were shaky from the start with poor play by Eric Portillo, and then the floodgates really opened. Everything fell apart. It'll be imperative that the Wolverines have a short memory. These two teams will be right back at it about 20 hours from now at 4:30 tomorrow. WCBN, as always, will have the call right in this same place as Michigan will look to exact some sort of revenge following this 7-2 defeat tonight.
Well, the Wolverines haven't swept a series since the last one in October against Western Michigan.
And tomorrow they'll just try to salvage a split.
They'll have to wait for Minnesota in Minnesota. That'll be next weekend. I don't believe we'll be covering those games. So for Peter Nasr, Jared Greenberg, my name is Joshua Tenzer. That's not your name.
Greenspan.
That's not your name at all. Jared Greenspan. My name is Joshua Tenzer.
It's just been that kind of night.
Good night, and go blue.